Oh, now I've muted Jacqueline. Hold on.
Oh, was that unmuting myself?
Yeah. There you go.
Sign language. Okay, so chin to your throat, right? Big exhale. Bring your spine forward. On an inhale, bring yourself back up the wall. And again, chin to your throat. Big exhale. And then inhale, bring your spine back up the wall. 2 more. Chin to your throat. Exhale. And then inhale, bring your spine back up. 1 more time, chin to your throat. Exhale. And then inhale, back of the pelvis against the wall. And then come back. How did that feel? This is a breathing exercise. Joseph Pilates breathing exercise, spine stretch. Now, I want you girls to bring your legs together. Okay? Now, you're gonna come up any way you want. Really notice how you're coming off the floor. You can go to your side and you can come up. You can cross your legs and you can use your hands. You can do whatever you want. Okay? Once you come back up, I want you girls to bring your legs hips width apart, and we're gonna have both hands by your side. Okay? You're gonna bring your left arm up, and you're gonna try and touch your toes. Try, it doesn't have to. And then you're gonna come back up, and you're gonna switch. This is called a stop. And then come back up, and switch. Reach your spine. Again, you're rounding your spine. And then you're pushing the floor away. You're rounding your spine and you're pushing the floor away. 1 more time each side. Good. Beautiful. Okay. Now, make sure your camera or your computer, your screen is down. Let's get on a yoga mat. Now, with your yoga mat, okay, again, can you see me? Okay, so first, remember ladies, you were against the wall. So when you're on the mat, on the yoga mat, I want you girls to pick, this is where your feet are gonna go, or your feet. So you choose. If you decide to stand here, right, this is always where your feet are gonna go. If you decide on standing there, this is your feet. So you're gonna stand up again, right? Now you don't have to walk. So you're gonna have your 1 foot behind you, and I want you to go down as far as you can. And then you're gonna try and lie down, right, with control. Okay? And now you're gonna lie down all the way down on the mat. And you're gonna big breath in, bring your arms back. And on the exhale, bring your arms back down. On the inhale, bring your arms back. And on the exhale, bring your arms back down. 1 more time. Give yourself a quick stretch anywhere from your toes to your fingertips. And then exhale all the way down. Okay? Now, from there, remember standing on the floor. Okay? Bring your chin to your throat. And then pumping your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's not comfortable for your head and your neck and you're worried, You can keep going with your head down on the mat. Or you can bring one hand behind your head as you continue pumping with one arm. Remember, ladies, and then you can switch if you like. Your back of the pelvis should be on the mat. Okay? Good. And then back down. From there, I want you girls to bring your hands on the outside of your thighs, and I want you to squeeze your legs, and then release. Hands on the outside of your thighs, squeeze your legs, and then release. One more. Squeeze your legs together, and then release. Okay? Now, we're going to do the roll up. Again, this variation. Bring your arms up. Okay? Chin to your throat. Okay? Now, if it's accessible to you, if you can try to come up, you can. If not, you can bring your hands on the floor and you're going to bring your chin to your throat and you're going to push off to go forward. And as you go back down, you're going to bring your hands if you want, and then you're going to bring the back of the pelvis back on the mat. And again, arms forward. If you need to, chin to your throat, and you're going to push yourself off to come forward. Arms, and then you're going to roll back. Again, hands down. If you can, don't have to push off. Remember, as you're doing this exercise, you have to keep standing on the floor like you did against the wall, right? So you're against the wall. This is you rolling down the wall, right? Bringing your spine forward. And then you're going to bring yourself back. One more time. So you have an option, right? Keep standing against the... Good, there we go. And then all the way down. Beautiful. Okay. Now, once you're down here, bring your knee, one leg to you, one knee to your chest, and you're going to bring your hands behind your knee, and you're going to pull, 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 and release. Pull, 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 and release. Pull, 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 and release. Hands on the floor. Think of bring your hands against the wall. Extend your leg to what is comfortable. So if it's too much here and hamstring tightness, bring it away from you. And I want you girls to do 5 single leg circles like you did against the wall. But this time you're going to have your leg long. Now remember, the back of the pelvis stays on the mat. Right? Back of the pelvis. And again, reverse. Make the circle small. Keep pressing your arms on the mat. And keep standing on the floor. And when you finish, bend your leg. Little pull into your chest and then switch. You're going to bring the other knee towards your chest, hands behind your knee. Pull, 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 and release. Pull, 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 and release. One more time. And from there, hands down, bring your leg up. If it's too much, bring your leg away from you a little bit, keep the back of the pelvis on the floor. And again, 5 circles, each direction, slow, meaning this is a little teaspoon in the coffee or tea. It's not a tablespoon, right? Keeping the back of the pelvis, again, into the mat. The back of the pelvis, and then bend your knee to your chest, and then bring your leg down. And again, transition, hands, if you have it available, chin to your throat and come up. If it's not available, chin to your throat and push with your arms to go forward. sitting position. Bend your legs. Bring your hands behind the knees or in front of your shin. You have a choice. You have a choice. If you want to keep them there, right, what I want you girls to do is pick up your feet off the mat. Okay? And you're just going to just do a little roll back and forward. I want you to come forward and press your feet on the mat. And again, back and forward. Back and forward. If it's accessible to you, keep your hands on your shin, either up or down. Up or down. 2 more. Up and down. 1 more. Up and down. Now, from there, press your hands again if you need to, and you're going to go back down, or you can just lie down, legs straight. Again, keeping your head down or chin to your throat, you're going to bring both knees to your chest. Okay? Now, you're going to pull with your left leg and extend your right leg to the ceiling. And then you're going to switch. Pull, extend the left leg to the ceiling. Pull. Again, hands on your shin. And hands on your shin as you switch. This is too much. Keep your head down. Right? Pull. Keeping the back of the hips on the floor or on the mat. 1 more time. 1 more time. Pull. Bring your knees to your chest and head down if need to. Now, chin to your throat again, or keep your head down, and then you extend your legs up to the ceiling, hands by your hips, and then as you exhale, you're going to bend your legs to your chest. On an inhale, extend your legs, arms by your side, and on the exhale, you bring your legs into your chest. If it's too much again on your head and neck for now, keep your head down. Inhale, extend your legs up, arms by your side, and exhale, bring your legs into your chest. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, and exhale. From there, bring your feet back down on the mat. Lengthen your legs, press into your hands to transition into your sitting position. Bring your legs hips width apart. Again, pretend you're against the wall, back of the pelvis. You're standing on the floor, right? Hands between your legs on the mat, chin to your throat. Exhale, bring your spine forward. On an inhale, bring your spine back up tall. Pretend the wall is behind you. Chin to your chest. Exhale, forward. And on an inhale, bring yourself back up. Nice and tall. 2 more. Chin to your chest. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. Again, as tall as you can. Float up. Inhale, chin to your throat. Bring your spine forward. And on the exhale, on inhale, come back. Tall. Okay? Now, from there, we're going to bring your arms to the side. If you don't have room, try and make a little bit of room. Right? This is the start. We did it standing. We're going to do it sitting. Now, from there, you're going to twist to the right. You're going to bring your right arm down and your left arm in front of your chest. And then you're going to come back to the center. Okay? And if you want, when we twist to the left, I want you guys to just twist. Let's just twist and see how that feels. And then inhale back to the center. And then exhale as you twist to the right. And then back to the center. And exhale as you twist to the left. And then back to the center. Remember, you're still standing on the floor. Now we're going to add. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right, bring your right arm down behind you, left arm in front of your chest, and you're going to bring your spine over your right leg. And you're going to lift the right arm up. And then you're going to come back up into a twist. And then bring yourself back to the center. You're going to exhale, you're going to twist to the left. You're going to bring your left hand down, you're going to bring your right arm in front of your chest, and you're gonna bring your spine over your left leg. As you lift the left arm behind you as much as you can. Again, come back up into a twist, and then back to the center. One more time. Exhale to the right arm down, left arm in front of your chest. Bring your spine over your leg, and then come back up into a twist, and then center. One more time. Exhale, left arm down, right arm in front of your chest. You're gonna bring your spine over your leg as you bring the other arm up a little bit, and you're gonna come back into a twist, and you're gonna come back up. Now from there, you're gonna bring your legs together. Again, squeeze your legs together. Bring your hands by your hips. We're gonna lift a bottom forward. Okay. And then you're gonna lengthen your legs and you're gonna again go down on the mat. Nice and tall, just like against the wall. Bend your legs, press your feet into the floor, into the mat. Press your arms like you were against the wall. As you breathe in, you're gonna lift the hips off the floor. And as you breathe out, you're gonna bring your hips back down on the floor. Inhale, bring the hips off the floor. And on the exhale, bring the pelvis back. 2 more. Pelvis up as you breathe in, and pelvis down. 1 more time, up. And then exhale back down. Press your feet into the mat, press your arms into the mat. When you lift the pelvis on the next one, are you still pressing into your feet? Are you still pressing into the mat with your arms? Can you press your arms a little more so you can lift the back up a little more? And then bring yourself all the way back down. Okay. Lengthen your legs, bring your hands by your side if you need to, chin to your throat, push yourself off the mat. Last 2 exercises, you're gonna bring your legs together. They are together. Squeeze your legs again, arms by your side. And we're gonna twist to the right to exhale. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the left. And then inhale back to the center. Remember, ladies, you're still standing on the floor. Exhale to the right. And then back to the center. And then bring your whole torso, arms back to the center on the inhale. 1 more time. Exhale to the right. Twist. Back to the center on the inhale. And exhale to the left. And then come back. Arms by your side. Bring your hands. Lift the bottom forward. Last one. Again, bring your hands on your shin or behind the knees. Okay? Now, this time, if you like, some of you are going to go back a little more and then come back up. This is rolling like a ball. It's called rolling like a ball. Okay, so we did that earlier, right? Now again, if you like, it's up to you. We're going to roll your spine on the mat and then we're going to come back up. We're going to roll your spine on the mat, and then we're going to come back up. We're going to roll your spine on the mat, and when you come back up, you can bring your feet on the mat. And then you're going to roll your spine back, and then you're going to bring your feet on the mat. 2 more. Roll back, and then back up. Next one, when you roll back and up, don't touch the floor. Last one. And then bring your feet down. Now you're going to stand up wherever you can. Okay. Now, if you have your feet on one end of the mat, I want you ladies to bring your spine down, try and touch the floor. You can bend your knees if you need to, right? You don't have to keep your legs straight. And I want you girls to all walk like an elephant. Forward and back. You can bend your knees and again, forward and back. Right, so again, See how that feels. One more time. And then when you finish, push the floor away to come back up. Et voilà.
So thank you. That was good. How's everybody?
Good.
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 That was great. Thank you, Jennifer, for organizing that.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And do you want to
Wonderful
say
job.
anything else about it, Jacqueline, in terms of what it can help women with? I mean, they've seen our video, or some of them will have seen our video, but
I think, first of all, any question. That's something that I like. I like to be, again, I can keep talking for days about this method. I mean, I breathe it, live it, sleep it. It's in my bones, right? I just love this. So again, instead of me talking and going on, first of all, how did that feel? How did that, just the wall and the mat in your body, just like you did, how did that feel?
It felt great.
Did you find anything about your body? Did you see what was going on in your body? Did you feel how you moved? Did you find your breath you were not really breathing and so forth?
I felt that I stretched better afterwards. At the end there, I could touch the ground, and it was like I got stretchier.
Good. Yes, because this method is about using our spine, using the whole body, it's integration of the whole body. And part of Joseph Pilates is he studied babies and cats. And the thing is, we are meant to move like animals. We are meant to be flexible in our 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Never mind the 20s and the 30s. You can get away with stuff back then. But then after 40, it's like, oh, wow, right? So again, it's bringing flexibility in our bodies. It's bringing strength, control of this and this. It's bringing back the zest of life. It's bringing back vitality, stamina, confidence. I mean, and it's so, I really thank you, the method, especially when I went through menopause, perimenopause and menopause, I basically breezed through it because of this method. I mean, and your spine shapes, this is just a foundation. And the thing is, it's the whole body. And I don't know if some of you are probably going to ask is, well, you never really mentioned the stomach. Again, the Pilates method is not about having a six-pack. I've been there. I've had an 8-pack when I bodybuild, trust me. But you know what? It's just not functional to what we need to do every day. We don't need a 6-pack. And the thing is, it's tense muscle. It looks good, but every time I used to run, I used to have stitches. It's like, oh. So again, it's when you start using your whole body, down, a few practices later is I'm going to bring in the low belly. And it's not even about the belly button and the stomach. It's that low belly, just above your pubic bone. Because if you get into that belly button and the stomach, you're going to cram your organs, right? So there's that side as well that brings great relief in digestive system, in the way you look at food, the way you actually crave some food. I mean, it's on and on and on about this method, bringing your intuition, bringing up your intuition so you make your own choices. I mean, it's everything. It's just everything. Anything you think about, this method had it. It's just, Joseph was so ahead of his time. you know, when he created this. And this method was created when actually he was in jail on the Isle of Man, you know, in World War One. And the thing is, he had walls and a card. And he wanted to stay active, not to be in shape, but you know what? To be active, to keep that alive, to keep the hope alive, to keep the hope of actually surviving this alive. And the inmates that kind of came together with him, and he created a mat just like you did, you know, a little bit more at a time, because he just kind of went with the movement that he saw with the babies and cats. And he studied, you know, gymnastic, and he studied with Feldenkrais, I mean, different programs, but he brought it together to make the inmate move and hope to survive. And they all survived. And also they all survived from malnutrition as well, right? So it comes really from just not a physicality, but we're talking emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically, right? So again, it's any question about if that kind of helps with that, it will. It's just the commitment to practice, to understand, to start and kind of continue with it. I mean, I will always be a student of this. I mean, I've been doing this since 2004, and I'm still learning every day. You know, when I watch bodies, I love it because the bodies will tell me something. But at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about listening to your own body, understanding your own body, because I can't tell you what to do. You know what to do. I'm just guiding you, right? And that's what Joe did. Joe didn't impose anything on people. He just moved them around and with their hands on, picked on the things that he needed, you know, the body needed. But again, it's a journey. You know, it's a journey of discovering more about who you are with the practice of Pilates. I mean, as you can see, I can go on and on and on and on and on and on.
Does anybody have any questions?
Not a question, but the only problem I had is when I slide it down the wall, because I can't go so low because of my knees.
Yeah.
I have arthritis in them, so that's. But I managed to do everything.
See?
Because I'm just going to. They always said to me, "You can't kneel anymore," but I do it still.
Yeah. So again, yes. So again, now you know about this. Now you go, okay. So with the practice of Pilates, we're not going to focus on what you can do. We're going to go focus on what we can do around us. Yes. So you can go down and squat if you want on the floor, or so and so. So it brings the limitation, so you get to know your limitation, and then you forget the limitation, because if, as you know, if you keep focusing on the things you can do, you'll never do that. That's just anything you do, you'll never do that.
I have all my equipment with me for my knees.
But again, you'll be amazed on what this method can do. I mean, have you had knee problems, knee surgery, knee accident?
I had one. I had a knee, but I have arthritis in both of them. For a long time already, but I still managed with the old things. I had one operation, but just to clear it.
Yes.
But that's it.
Yes.
But I keep managed to, like you said, keep
Good.
this strong and also strong.
Good.
So I just continue, because I do a lot of yoga and also Pilates, so I know it. Yes. But I was anxious to know what you're going to teach us. It was really nice.
Thank you. Yes, I mean, again, it's simple. This is how everybody starts.
Yes.
Right? It's just, and again, my simplicity, and even though it's still hard, is simplicity of making the cues simple.
Yes.
And short. Because if I keep on blah, 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 you're going to go, oh my God, I don't understand. right? It's hard enough to understand, bring one leg up to your chest when you're against the wall. Remember that? Or the arm circles or this.
Yeah.
It's hard, right? It's only one thing, right? So again, when you get into your practice, this is not going to change for a little bit. It's going to stay there. Otherwise, it's like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing, right? So with Pilates, you know, through the practice of Pilates, you can do things that you don't even know you can do.
True.
But again, it takes time, right? This is only one session. This is only one. It's a journey, right?
I know. Thank you.
It's good.
Yes, I like it.
Lydia, who was it that
It was-
spoke? Yes,
Carmelita.
Carmelita.
I was just
Yeah.
going to ask a question. It's Linda here. You said something really interesting after we'd finished about breathing through it. Can you just say something about that? Because I think breath is really important, because it can definitely help women. It can help everybody in terms of, it's the start of meditation, just the calming the system, you know, reducing blood pressure and flushers and all kinds of things. So can you say something about that, Pilates and the breath and the importance of that?
Well, the breath is the first thing that we take and the last thing that we take. So with the breath is when you're breathing deep into the rib cage, right? So the breath is like, in Pilates, is the accordion. You open out and in, and you breathe into the back. So when you breathe into the back, it opens the space between your ribs. So that also creates less tightness and tension, because guess what? Most of us are like this, right? So if you even breathe into your back lying down, it opens and it relaxes your body, right? But what I find with this Pilates breath is it relaxes the body, but it keeps you present. So you don't float away to dreamland. It actually, because sometimes we want to go there. We don't want to kind of go, we want to go there because it looks good there, right? So again, the breath keeps you present in your body. And when you breathe through the movement, the whole integration of the body becomes calm. It becomes you moving like animals. When you look at an animal, it doesn't move frantically. Even when it has to hunt, it's still relaxed because it's breathing, right? Part of the breathing story with my experience is I was a blue baby. I was born dead in 1966. I was born in Ivory Coast in Africa. And at the time, incubators really not well known. And a little bit of me is my mom had 6 miscarriages and I was the last one. And I was not even supposed to be there because the doctors told her you can't have more children. So I was born dead, and she carried all 6 of them 9 months, and they all were born dead. I was the 7th one. I was born dead, and she pushed me to get in the incubator. This girl is gonna live. She's gonna live. I did. So my first feeling when I came onto this earth was fear.
Yeah, sure.
And as you know, when fear comes, you stop breathing, right? So when I was able to breathe, fear was really the first emotion that I felt, not love. Because my mom was loving me, but she was afraid she was going to lose me. So the fear. So my whole entire life until I discovered Pilates, I was holding my breath.
Yeah.
Every time I had stress in my life, every time I had something, it became toxic. And that is part of my injuries, was through stopping breathing. Tension. And when I started breathing through Pilates, I was like, oh my God. Even for the first 10 sessions, it was like I felt like I went to the massage therapist. I feel every single almost things crack, like my spine cracking in my neck and everything. Like, oh my God, where have you been? And I raced professionally for 10 years with holding my breath. I swam my best races with holding my breath. So yeah, so breathing is it's like the anchor of the boat, you know, in the ocean. Like, oh, it's home. And it brings you home. It brings you in your body. And when you feel that, you know, your mind becomes clearer. You can listen better. Your intuition. And again, it's not forced. Like with you girls, I didn't push the breath, just breathe. And again, even the word breathing, oh my God, like, am I breathing? Am I actually fully breathing? You know, the spine stretch, the one, that's a breathing exercise that Joe really created for that, to really expand. So, yes. So the way I bring breathing in the Pilates is I don't force it. I don't say, you have to breathe, and then you move. No, 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 no. The movement and the breath will be together, right?
Yes.
So even when the meditation and the other, you know, other things that we do, you know, if we just breathe through the accordion, out and in like this, oh, and you also expand your lungs. So when you do your 100, for example, it's called 100. Another thing too, you notice, I didn't say anything about the exercises first because you're not going to remember that tomorrow. When you were pumping, you know, you can pump as you breathe in for 10 counts and then exhale for 10. So the goal eventually is to have the same inhale and the exhale, which you go, oh, because for me, I was exhaling and exhaling and exhaling and exhaling and exhaling. That's how I live most of my life. Instead of inhaling through the ribs and really expanding and then exhaling. And you sleep better.
Yes.
Oh, you know, through menopause, weight loss, part of weight loss, ladies, is stress.
For sure.
Not just physical stress, everything. COVID. Ah! Right? Again, so just the breathing alone will make you grounded. Will bring your heart rate. My heart rate when I used to train, I mean it was low, it was 29. But today, when I wake up in the morning, it's 39. Right? So it's yes, it's the breathing with the moving, you know, so that is effortless. Just like take a breath in. And again, it's just so liberating, you know? Because when we breathe with the movement, there's no right or wrong. You know, there's no bad or good. There's no weak or strong. And it's just everything. Yeah. Does that help? Did that answer a little bit?
Definitely. You're very passionate about your work, and that's beautiful that
Thank you.
you love
Yes,
it.
I mean, basically, Pilates saved my life in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And part of my depth in this work that I bring, but also the simplicity is, you know, I bring you through. I'm never going to be Joe, and I'm not Joseph Pilates. I mean, he created all this, but I feel like I'm a disciple of him, you know, and through my own experiences, through this work, I can connect and bring what I experience into the practice. I mean, part of also, and I know we, you know, going to the hour, but part of why Pilates saved my life is it also made me not commit suicide, as I almost did several times. In 2010, I was in such a bad place, and I wanted to give up. Right? I had, and the thing about attempting, it's not an attempt that I was stopped because I was going to. And part of it is when I was born a blue baby and I was born dead, like I said, the first thing was fear. So for me, committing suicide is easy because you know what? I would rather be up there in heaven because that's what I came from and that's what I like to be. When I come here, it's like, ah! Right? So to attempt suicide was good, was real for me, was like the real deal. It was not something I talk about I was going to do. I was actually going to go through it. This method, practice, stopped me.
Good at it.
So thank you. So the depth and the love and the passion that I have is, oh my goodness. I mean, oh, and it just, if it can help with anything, it will. And by guiding through what I teach with the contrology, Pilates, right? Guiding the method with my experiences, you know, to kind of share and bring what I can help with is just, I mean, yeah.
Linda, do you have a question? You have your hand raised.
I've asked it, sorry. So I've got.
Oh, okay.
Mary Beth, I can't see you. You have a beautiful picture. I love that picture, by the way. But she's not showing her face.
Yes, where is she?
I know.
She's just pretending. Breathing. She's breathing.
She's breathing.
Yes.
The breath of life. The first breath you take and the last one. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Jacqueline. Is there any other questions for Jacqueline? No.
No, thank you very much.
And I think you'll have her contact details. It should have went out in the video this morning. So if you want to get in touch with her, you've got all that. So yeah, well, thank you.
Jennifer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was
Very
great.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Y'all have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend.
Oh, wait.
Anytime. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.